Yo, what's up, guys? What is going on? Hope everybody's doing well. Chelsea versus Arsenal, 3-2 Carabao Cup semi-final. A big advantage for Arsenal, and quite simply, I think when they go to the Emirates, I'm going to say it right now, I think they're going to win. Chelsea are very unpredictable, so anything could happen. Really, anything could happen, and they could pull something off. But I really feel that they're not there yet. They're not there yet, and they're also starting off with this new coach, Liam Rossignol. And I don't think I look in the first half. He looked very confused. There was some head scratching. There was some dithering. He looked uncomfortable. He looked very uncomfortable. I don't know why people say that he's overconfident or that he's somewhat cocky. I don't get that from this guy. I get quite the opposite. He is the antithesis to being cocky and arrogant. He looks very insecure as a Chelsea manager. But that second half, those changes were phenomenal. They were great changes. Even Garnacho coming in, and boy, oh boy, he scored 2 goals. Now, that could happen. I said it before. While I'm criticizing Garnacho, I don't think I think he belongs in the lower divisions, second division. And so I said it before, Garnacho will score at some point, and today was that point. He got to score 2 goals, and 2 very important goals. He got a little bit lucky with the help of Kepa in both interventions. The first one that he actually closed him down. I don't know how he didn't manage to block that ball. And then the second one, I don't know, he was claiming that he was fouled. And Garnacho also did a really good job at aiming for goal and actually hitting the target for once. So that was good. And that's it. That he didn't do anything else besides that. And that's all he needed to do. And I said it before, back in the Manchester United days, this guy is great at coming. If he's great at anything, he's great at coming off the bench. Should never start. He should never start Garnacho. And I hope Liam Rossignol, he gets that message through. So they did well in that regard, but it was a little too late. A little too late. And not only the goals coming in, but the way in which they were playing. The fight, they were bringing it to Arsenal. Because that first half, Arsenal were just all over Chelsea. They were puppeteering Chelsea, even when Chelsea had the ball, because I think Chelsea had most of the possession. They did nothing. The errors and Sanchez, oh my God, you thought the goals were bad, because there were some bad goals. The first and second goal were absolutely Sanchez's fault, but he was just giving that ball away. There was one instance that he ends up giving it through the middle. I think it was to Fofana, knowing the guy is right behind him, and also seeing the pattern play out that there was no way out. There was no way out. Arsenal were not letting them control the ball. Chelsea were just being squeezed all the way to the back. They could not do a single thing. And then they let up. They allowed them to come and attack them. They allowed them to play the ball forward. Arsenal dictated the way this game was going to be played, especially in that first half. That first half was all Arsenal. And I didn't think that there was going to be a landslide goals. I didn't think that Arsenal were going to give them a 5-0, 6-0. I just thought if it was a 2-0, it was going to be the most underrated 2-0 or the most shameful 2-0 that you've ever seen. Because they just did not let them do anything. They couldn't play. They absolutely couldn't play. And Arsenal looked like such a team. They actually looked like a team, whereas Chelsea still looked like they're still not a team. Yes, I know Caicedo's not playing. Palmer's not there. Reece James is also not there. Even then, they just look so uncoordinated sometimes. They look a little bit discombobulated. They don't look tethered. They look like they're just individual players, which they do a really good job. Case in point with Esteval, which I think he had a good game, but it's that final product towards the end, whether you're going to pass it or not. And you see there's a lot of like hand waving. There's a lot of complaining. There's a lot of frustration because instead of supporting and getting behind your teammate when he ends up taking the ball and actually scoring, and if he actually doesn't hit the target, even when he does hit the target, you're already complaining. You're already criticizing him. There's a lot of that going on in this Chelsea team. Don't take the shot. Give it to me. Pass it to me. Why didn't you pass it to me? There's a lot of that. You don't see that much with Arsenal. There's more of an understanding and an allowance of letting Trossard do his thing, Saka do his thing, and there really isn't that much complaining. The goals for Arsenal, Saka, I thought, really didn't have much to do in this game except for, what was it, the second goal with a little touch inside. I think it was to Odegaard and Odegaard to Gyökeres. And the really good touch from Gyökeres to Zubimendi, and Zubimendi just going all the way in for the shot. And of course, the 2 screw-ups from Sanchez, just, I feel bad for him because he's been playing so well as of lately. I thought he changed his ways, and now and then he would give, a blooper here and there, but not that big of a deal. This game, big deal. Huge errors. Big. Not coming out as well. The second one, he should have totally gotten that ball. That was like training session center. It should not have gone past him. Ended up going for Gyökeres that ended up scoring his goal. Very disappointing for Chelsea. Arsenal, I thought, had a really good game that deserved to win. I thought that they were going to win comfortably. They didn't towards the end. They struggled because Chelsea were going to come back. But in the end, they actually had most of the chances. Gabriel Jesus that came in, he almost got a penalty, even though it was an offside. Had it not been an offside, it was going to be a penalty. Gabriel with I think it was a corner kick, a header that he should have. Most of the time he puts that in. Didn't really time it well, ends up going outside, so they had most of the chances. Arsenal did have most of the chances, and they just simply deserved this win. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.